If it's Friday, it has to be Falls Village. We are here on Dublin Road in Falls Village, right around the corner from Music Mountain, where we went door knocking here. And when you're out here in Litchfield County, you occasionally get some nice surprises. We were door knocking on what looked to be a very sort of wooded, sort of isolated road, and as we got to the end of the road, we turned a corner and there's a giant, beautiful lake right there. So there's some nice little surprises when you're door knocking in Falls Village in Litchfield County. Just want to tell the story of one of the first houses we knocked on today, because it was interesting in pointing out some of the dynamics that play out between the federal government and the state and how we really need to repair that. We talked to Erica Johnson at 30 Dublin Road. She's got two wonderful daughters, both who just turned voting age, and both who also only have health care because of the state Husky healthcare program. And it was the first question she asked. She said, what are you going to do to make sure that my kids can stay on Husky and other kids can stay on Husky? And it's an interesting question because Nancy+Johnson actually goes around touting her authorship or her involvement in the bill that created the Husky program, and it's a pretty wild distortion of the truth. She might have been part of the act which allowed states to adopt those programs, but it was the state of Connecticut that actually passed and developed the Husky program, which provides health insurance for a lot of low and middle income children in this state. But it's becoming harder and harder for the state of Connecticut to provide that Husky program for kids because of the cuts that come from the federal government. And for something that Nancy+Johnson claims that she was working for, she's actually supporting an agenda which works against that Husky program now because of the cuts she supports to so many federal programs that help states pay for the Husky program. So for Erica and her kids, Nina and Rebecca, if we don't change Congress, if we don't put back in charge of that place people who are going to support funding to the states to keep alive programs like the Husky program, there isn't going to be health care for middle and low income families like the Johnsons here in Falls Village. So it's just something interesting to watch and listen to, because when Johnson is talking, you gotta be careful not to accept what she's saying at face value. You have to look at the record behind it. So another good day out here in Falls Village on our tour of 41 towns of the 5th District in 41 days.